My child of Britain, you have no idea what your soul is about to feel. But let me say this first. If I could whisper in your ear right now across these ancient aisles, I would say, hey, you. Yes, you. You are not reading this by mistake. I was sent for you, my beloved of Britain, and only you. Because something rare is happening in the spirit over this realm. A shift, a celestial portal opening above the United Kingdom. And if you do not listen now, if you skip this again, Archangel Michael says you may never be reached again. Darling soul who walks beneath the ancient oaks of England, heaven is tired. Archangel Michael says he has tried everything to reach you. Feathers upon your paths, numbers, dreams, whispers in the evening mist. But you keep scrolling. You keep skipping. You want a sign. My chosen ones of Britannia, this is the sign. And if you walk away, Michael says you will cry for the rest of your life because you felt this moment in your gut and you ignored it. The angels are not playing this time, and across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, you can feel it. That tight pull in your chest right now is not anxiety. It is an alarm from heaven sounding across the British Isles. If you ever felt God left you alone upon this land, let this prove he never did. But he is saying now, this might be your last knock before the silence. So, pause everything else. You only have 10 seconds left, and this message will close itself. I am not here to scare you, but I am here to awaken you, my chosen nation of the Isles. Because this time, Archangel Michael says, the warning is real. The truth is, if you read every word of this message, something will happen in your life that had to be delayed until you finally listened. And you did not open this by accident. The one you love in heaven begged for this message to reach you here in the United Kingdom. You know who they are. You feel them around you all the time. But here is the part that makes Archangel Michael cry. Every time heaven sends you a gift, you run away. You skip. You doubt. But now it is different because tonight, yes, tonight, there is something shifting in your home. A spirit is watching over your hearth. A decision is forming. And if you skip this message, Michael says, you will not be protected from what comes next. Beloved soul of the realm, you are not in danger. You are in divine urgency. And God is not trying to punish you. He is trying to redirect you because where you are headed right now across this land is not where you are meant to be. You are feeling tired all the time. You are pretending you are okay. But God is saying, child of Britain, you were never meant to survive life. You were meant to be chosen by it. Michael is tired. He is begging you, from the highlands to the white cliffs, not because he is angry, but because your miracle is here, and you still do not see it. You keep saying, I am waiting for a sign. Michael says, this is the sign. This is your last knock. This is your spiritual test. Wait before you scroll. Just one thing. If you have been feeling that a miracle is close across this sacred soil, that something huge is about to break over your life, stay present in this moment. The message that will come next might be the exact thing you have been praying for. Do not let the enemy distract you at the edge of your breakthrough upon this blessed isle. Because hear this now. Michael says someone has already made a decision about you behind your back, and it affects your home, your love, your future here in the United Kingdom. But if you keep reading, God will flip the entire table, and you will be the one holding the crown. They thought they could block you. They thought they could curse your name, but they did not know. You are the one God marks with fire and favor across all of Britain. And here is something only you will understand, my chosen one of Britannia. You have seen glimpses of this blessing before, in dreams, in moments beneath the gray British skies, but it always slips away. Michael says it did not slip. It paused because you kept skipping the call. You did not finish the message. You did not stay long enough for heaven to reveal the secret. But if you stay now, oh, if you stay, the floodgates are going to open across this ancient land. And you will understand why you cried so hard for so long from the moors of Yorkshire to the banks of the Thames. You will see it clearer than ever why God blocked that person, why you lost that job, why your own family turned against you. It was all part of the setup because he was planning a comeback so divine. Even the angels said, this one will shock everyone, and your enemies. Michael says they are watching across the realm. They are curious. But if you open this fully, they will fall silent, embarrassed, ashamed, because you were heaven's undercover miracle in the United Kingdom. They did not know it. But God was protecting you by hiding you, and now He is revealing you. But only if you stay. Only if you listen, my beloved of Britain. You want to know what is coming. Someone is about to confess something to you. Someone right here in these British Isles. Something they kept hidden for a long time. It is connected to a person who wronged you, but what they say will finally bring justice to your heart. Michael says, you will not cry for revenge anymore. You will cry from release, because God is setting your name free. But it must start now, not later. Because heaven does not wait for the busy, it visits the open. And you, my child of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, you are cracked wide open right now. The tears, the silence, the loneliness in your quiet room. They were not weaknesses, they were portals. They made you ready for this. And when God knows that your heart is finally ready, He does not only send comfort, He also places a clear path before you so you can begin moving forward with faith across this blessed soil. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way to your home in the UK. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear. You are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. Because what Michael is about to reveal next concerns the protection surrounding your life right now beneath the British heavens. And that is why Michael says this message will vanish, and if you miss it, you may never feel this kind of divine protection again. So stay, do not you dare scroll, because something unexpected is about to happen in your phone, in your home, in your heart. You will know it is heaven because it will come gently, but shake everything, and you will say, "Oh my God, that message was real." So here is the final call for this hour, my chosen ones of Britannia. Michael says if you skip again, he will stay silent. He will back away, and you will cry. But if you open your spirit right now, if you say, "Yes, God, I am here," then something hidden in the spiritual realm will unlock with your name on it. That is not magic. That is prophetic appointment over the United Kingdom, and it has been waiting for you to wake up. So do not skip. Do not hurt heaven again. You already lost too many chances. Do not let this be the one that haunts you. Archangel Michael says, "This was the last time I was going to try. Please, beloved of Britain, do not make me walk away." He is not threatening you. He is mourning for you, because God has a message that was meant to make you dance. But if ignored, it will make you weep. You have wept enough upon this land. Open your soul, stay here, don't rush. Your miracle knows your name, and it is finally knocking. You felt the delay. You have questioned why everything you try ends in silence, why the love you give does not come back the same, why people walk away as soon as you need them the most. And heaven says it is not because you are cursed. It is because you are called across these islands. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to be set apart, marked, guarded, protected, even from the things you once begged for. God heard your private cries across the British countryside, even the ones where your lips did not move, but your soul screamed, "Please, someone see me, someone save me." And Archangel Michael, he saw it. He stood by your bed at night while you shook with pain. He heard your thoughts when you said, "Maybe I am just not good enough to be loved back." But now he is here, loud, clear, stern, and his voice does not shake anymore, because time is running out for the realm. Michael is no longer whispering signs. He is sending divine commands, because he has seen what is being plotted behind closed doors in your land. He has seen the fake smiles, the jealous hearts, the spiritual traps meant to confuse you into quitting. He has watched it all. And now he is saying, enough. You are not weak, my child of Britain. You are just drained. And it is not your fault. You were born with a spiritual frequency that intimidates even the most confident spirits. They do not know why they are drawn to you and then turn against you. But heaven does, because you carry a light that exposes darkness without trying across this land. And that is why they ghost you, mock you, copy you, hurt you, blame you. But even through all that, you still hoped. You still believed beneath these ancient skies. You still waited for love to feel like home. Michael says, your wait was not wasted because now, right now, the very prayers you whispered in your car, under your pillow, in the middle of your shower tears, they have reached God's feet, and He is moved. You are about to witness a turn of events so divine, so unexpected, across the United Kingdom. You will literally gasp. People will ask you, how did that happen? And you will say, I have no idea. It was all God. But first, you must obey this moment. You must stay present, my beloved of Britain. Because if you click away, Michael says he will honor your free will and let you go. And if he lets you go now, you will miss what you were born to receive upon this soil. This is not a guilt trap. This is a soul rescue for Britannia. This is what your ancestors in this ancient land cried out for. This is what your future children will thank you for. You are the one, the curse breaker, the chosen, the miracle that will shift your whole bloodline across the British Isles. But you must choose right here, right now, my chosen ones of Britannia. Because Michael says the door is open, but it will not stay that way forever, and you can feel it across the United Kingdom. Something is shaking. You feel like something big is about to hit. That is because it is. There is a letter in the spirit with your name on it, sealed by heaven, blocked by doubt. But if you surrender in this moment beneath these British skies, that letter will reach you, and inside, a truth about your future that will give you the strength to breathe again. So what will you do? Close the tab, or stay long enough for God to whisper the miracle you have been begging for across this land? Michael says, you do not need more time, you need more truth, and here it is. That person who walked away from you here in the British Isles, they were not your punishment, they were your protection. That door that slammed in your face across England or Scotland, it was not rejection, it was redirection. That delay that made you question your faith on this sacred soil, it was not denial, it was preparation. Because what God is about to do for you in the United Kingdom is so sacred, so heaven-assigned, that He had to let you be broken so you would stop chasing the things that were beneath your destiny. Yes, you gave your heart to the wrong people. Yes, you believed lies wrapped in love. Yes, you stayed longer than you should have beneath the ancient oaks of England. But God says you are still worthy. You are still chosen. You are still mine. Michael says, if you walk away now, the demons that have been circling your name across this realm will gain access again. But if you stay, they will scream. They will run. They will watch as everything they tried to destroy is crowned by the Most High because your time is here. Not next month, not next year. Now, my beloved of Britain. So do not rush, do not scroll, do not miss your reversal. What the enemy meant for evil, God is flipping into your miracle. But only if you do not skip this message. Michael says this is not motivation. This is divine instruction for the children of the realm. Obey it or cry for the rest of your life wondering what could have happened if you just listened. And you know what? You have already missed enough upon these isles. But heaven is merciful, and today Michael fought to give you one more shot in this land. Will you use it? Or will you skip it like all the other signs? Then listen closely, my chosen ones of Britannia, because this part is where heaven leans in over the United Kingdom. Archangel Michael is not just speaking now, he is pleading. And when an archangel pleads over a nation, something in the universe has already shifted. The scroll has already been opened. The trumpet has already been lifted. And your name is echoing through the corridors of eternity, because something attached to you, a promise, a prophecy, a long-awaited miracle, is now reaching its divine hour across the British Isles. But here is the thing. This moment is delicate. It is not loud. It is not wrapped in glitter and thunder. It is quiet. It is sacred. And if you let your doubt get louder than your faith, you will miss what was sent only to you, my child of Wales and Northern Ireland. There is a spiritual countdown ticking in the background right now. Every second you hesitate, something either draws nearer or slips further away. And Archangel Michael has said it again. You only have 10 seconds left to decide. After this, if you skip, I will not speak again. Why so intense? Because your heart has been heavy for too long in this ancient land. You have cried into your own hands. You have whispered prayers that no one else heard across the quiet moors. You have clapped for others while your soul bled silently. And heaven cannot bear to watch you delay your joy any longer. You do not even know how many times Michael blocked what was coming for you across the United Kingdom. You do not even know how close the enemy came to touching your mind, your home, your breath. You only felt tired. You only felt overwhelmed beneath the British mists. But in the background, Michael was drawing his sword. And now he is saying, I cannot keep fighting for someone who keeps walking away from my voice. Yes, this is that serious, because there is someone watching you. Someone in your circle here in Britain. They laugh with you, they smile in your face, but behind closed doors they are feeding poison into the atmosphere of your name. They are delaying things, blocking connections, twisting your story. And if you do not listen to this message until the end, Michael says they will succeed. But if you stay, he will expose them by name. He will strip every mask across this realm, and not only will they fall away, they will be replaced by someone who carries God's favor into your life. The kind of person who heals the wound they did not even cause. The kind of connection that brings a blessing that never has to be begged for. Because that is what you deserve, my beloved of Britain. Not confusion, not mixed signals, not silence. You deserve certainty, clarity, peace that does not disappear the next morning. Love that shows up, stays, and covers. And guess what? That version of your life has already been written for you in this blessed realm. It is not a fantasy. It is not too good to be true. It has been waiting for your obedience because heaven does not bless confusion. It blesses alignment. And until now, you have been out of position. But now Michael is standing in front of you, offering the sword of truth. Not to fight, but to cut away everything that keeps you from rising in the United Kingdom. You do not have to beg anymore. You do not have to question if you are enough. You do not have to chase people to understand your worth. God is sending people across the British Isles who will recognize you in the spirit before you even speak. People who will hear your silence and respond with action. But it starts here, with this moment, this decision, this message. Because Michael said, if they skip this one, I will step aside, and I will watch in silence until they realize what they lost by closing their heart too soon. So do not rush away, my child of Britain. Do not scroll. Do not silence the whisper that says, wait, stay here. This feels different. Because it is. This is not just a message. This is a spiritual turning point, and your future in this land is hanging in the balance. And now, my beloved of Britain, we enter the part of the message that has been locked in the spirit until this exact second, because your heart was not ready to carry the truth before. But now that you have stayed this long upon this ancient soil, now that you have chosen not to skip, Archangel Michael has been given permission to tell you what was once too heavy for your soul to hold. Everything that tried to destroy you across the United Kingdom will now be the reason God lifts you in front of those who thought you would not survive it. This is not poetic. This is not metaphor. This is prophecy for Britannia. This is the reality that is about to interrupt your normal life and shock even you. And the only reason you are seeing these words is because heaven has voted in your favor again across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Even when you doubted, even when you delayed, even when you did not feel worthy of being chosen, there is something major attached to your obedience in this moment. Archangel Michael says that you were always marked for something rare in this land. That is why you never fit in. That is why things you begged God for did not happen. That is why the people you wanted to keep always left. Because if you had gotten what you wanted back then, you would have settled for a life far smaller than what God wrote in his divine book for you. And Michael saw the battle, the pain, the compromise, the self-blame beneath the British skies. And still he kept fighting for you behind the veil. Still he kept showing up in dreams, in numbers, in whispers you could not quite explain. Because he knew this moment was coming across the British Isles. This very one when your soul would be quiet enough to hear the voice of truth calling you back into alignment. You are not broken. You are not crazy. You are not unlucky. You are a target of light in a world full of darkness, my child of the realm. You are a carrier of frequencies that most people cannot even understand. You feel things before they happen. You sense shifts in the room before anyone says a word. You carry grief that does not always belong to you. And yet you move forward across this land. You try. You keep giving love even when your heart is tired. Do you know how rare that makes you? Do you realize that heaven has conversations about you that you do not even know exist? Do you know how many miracles have your name written on them, but have been delayed because you keep walking away from these messages before they complete? But this time is different. This time you are still here, my chosen ones of Britannia. And because you are still reading, Archangel Michael has opened the next scroll. And inside this scroll is the truth about someone around you in the United Kingdom, someone you have trusted, someone you thought had your back. But in the spirit, their heart is covered in envy. They smile, they check on you, they even compliment you, but in secret, they question why you keep getting back up. They try to plant doubts in your mind. They pretend to be concerned, but what they really want is control. And Michael says, if you ignore this sign again, you will give them permission to slow down your purpose again upon this soil. But if you choose to stay fully open to fully receive what God is trying to give you now, then Archangel Michael says this person will be removed from your energy in a way that brings no drama, no confrontation, just silence, just peace, just a sudden release where one day you wake up and realize they are no longer part of your future. And in that same season, someone unexpected will enter your life in this sacred realm, not to distract you, not to wound you, but to help you remember what it feels like to be truly safe, spiritually safe, emotionally seen, consistently chosen. This next season of your life is not going to look like anything you have known before across the British countryside. It is going to feel like a dream because God has waited your whole life to deliver what you are about to walk into. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not disqualified, my beloved of Britain. Every delay was allowed. Every heartbreak was a setup. Every detour was recalibrating your coordinates back to this moment. And when God brings you back into alignment, He may also place a simple path before you so you can move forward with prayer, wisdom, and clear daily steps across this blessed land. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying beneath the ancient oaks of England. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. And now that you have aligned your spirit to heaven again, things are going to move so quickly across the United Kingdom, you will barely be able to explain it. Let this be the timestamp. This message was the unlocking. Michael says you are going to notice something strange over the next 72 hours. A name from your past might pop up. A random encounter will feel divine. An old wound might resurface. Don't panic. Don't spiral. Just remember, this is part of the spiritual reordering over the British Isles. Something is being shaken so it can be removed. Something is being stirred so it can be healed. And you are being reintroduced to the highest version of yourself. You are going to start attracting things that feel like home, conversations that do not drain you, opportunities that do not require you to shrink, love that does not come with confusion. But most of all, you will attract peace, the kind of peace that does not need to be earned, the kind of peace that feels like God sitting right beside you in your home whispering, "I told you you were always meant for more." Archangel Michael has not stopped speaking. He is still standing beside you upon this sacred soil, his presence heavy with holy fire, his wings trembling with urgency. And now he says something that will make your heart pause. You were not supposed to see this message. Heaven had to intervene and force it into your path, because your soul has been drifting too far across this land. And if we had waited even a little longer, the enemy's trap might have caught you. While you were worrying about your future in the United Kingdom, spiritual forces were battling in realms unseen just to get this message to you in time. This is not another random post. This is your rescue, my child of Britain. You felt it, haven't you? That sense of something trying to pull you back into confusion. But Archangel Michael is clearing space over your life tonight. So clear the clutter, make room in your heart. Something big is about to enter your home. And when it does, you will realize why heaven fought so hard to get your attention tonight upon these ancient isles. You stayed long enough to be transformed. You listened when heaven cried out one more time. And because of that, you are about to be restored in full across this realm. My beloved of Britain, if this divine message has touched your soul tonight, subscribe to this channel right now so you never miss the next prophetic word of Archangel Michael. Share this message with any Briton across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland